Hello, welcome or welcome back if you're a new or returning subscriber. Now, this video will be the first of many. This is my debt confessions episode 1. So I'm going to do a little bit different. Normally I've seen the common format is you reveal the total debt you owe for what, maybe not specific, you say like what company, but I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to do it per a debt. And I'm not going to do an overall episode. You know, overall, this is everything that I own total and what companies. I'll do like one debt at a time. So, I technically paid off one debt, which was my car repair loan. But I didn't do that as a video because that was coming up already. So I'm like, let's wait to do it for the next one. And this will be my debt 1 that I'm counting as. And that's going to be my installment payments. When I say installment payments, I mean my Afterpay, my PayPal, and my Affirm. And I decided to put that all together as a single debt since they're all pretty much the same kind of debt. Now, when I'm recording this, which is on the 3rd, I already made my first payment of $78. And what I'm deciding to do is the snowball method. Basically what it is you take the minimum of a debt that you paid off, which for me is the car repair loan. I had to pay bi-weekly $77.22. I decided to round up to like $78. So I made an additional $78 that would have gone to that loan if I still had it, to the installment payment. Because of that, I've already actually paid off my Afterpay. So I have no more Afterpays, and I deleted the app already. I paid off at the time 5 installment payments I had with Affirm, so I'm down to 4 installment payments. And the remaining balance, I paid off a chunk of the next installment payment from one of the other 4, and I only have like 14 cents left of that payment due. So what I'm gonna do, I created this myself. I originally had a different format, but I realized, okay, this is not working for me. I want to be a little bit more basic. So, actually I'm going to do this. I got this off of the commonsenseclub.com. So I'm going to fill this out. So I'm going to put debt 1, installment payments. You're going to hear the duck in the background. Alright. Now, the total I calculated after making the required payments, but before the additional $78 that I owed, was $602.43. So that is the total at the time, before the $78, the total that I still owed after the required payments. Now, what you do on this one, it's very simple how you do the math. You take the total, and you can do this on your calculator very easily, and you put this times 0.1, and that gives you 10%. Same thing, $602.43 times 0.2, that's 20%, and that gives you the total. So I did this ahead of time, so I didn't have to, do this during it. So $60.24, 120.48, 180.72, 240.97, 301.21, 361.45, 421.70, 481.94, 542.18, and of course 100% being 602.43. Now, with the additional $78, I actually paid off 10% already. So when you make progress, you just highlight, color in, highlight, however you choose the amount that you did. So I paid $78. Now it's obviously less than 20 but more than 10, so I'm gonna keep it that way. So yay! Now how I'm gonna fill this part out, I simplified it to the date and the debt I'm paying off. So in this case I'll put debt number 1, and then what was the balance before I make the payment, what's the balance post, and what's the difference. So I will need the calculator for this. So the first one was the Afterpay. So I made this February 24. I'm only going to put the date, the 24th. Well, no, I'll put it on every time. And then debt number 1. No, it doesn't quite fit well, but that's fine. So before making the additional $78 payment, the balance was $45.40. I'm gonna put 8p. That's Afterpay, because I won't need to abbreviate anyways. And then my post balance was $0. So right there. The next one I paid was the Affirm. So, and then here I'll put like what specific installment payment, what, or more specific, in this case, installment payment. So, pre-balance was $307.57, and this is AF. I'll put that as Affirm. Was $307.57. Oh, crap. My bad. You know what I mean. I make mistakes, so I'll cross that out right now. So $307.57, and I paid off 2017, and then this is 78, sorry, minus 45.40, because that was it. So $32.60 is the difference. I'll put that here because that is the difference. That's how much the remaining balance I had after making this payment. So $307.57 minus $32.60. Okay, let's cross this out. $274.97. There we go. So that is how I'm going to keep track of my debt payments. I pretty much had, like I said, I had a different format, but it wasn't working for me, so this works out better and more simple. So just the date and whatever debt I'm paying off, which in this case is debt 1, which is the installment payments. And here I put what the balance is before I make the payment, what's the balance after the payment, and then what is the difference in between. So now that I've paid off Afterpay, the only 2 debts I have left to deal with in terms for debt 1 is my PayPal and my Affirm. And if you're thinking of doing this, I recommend the the snowball method, because the idea of the snowball method is once you pay off a debt, like for me it was my car repair loan, the minimum balance is $72.22. So you take that amount as your starting amount that you're going to pay extra towards the next debt. Now in this case, normally what would happen is if this was like a credit card or a loan, I would do that. But this is installment payments, and I don't have that kind of money to roll over. So like this, once I get done through this, the next debt I'm paying off is my Arturo loan. The Arturo loan is like $88 and some change, I forget. Let's say 89 to round it up. What I would do is once I pay this off, I would add the $78 top of that with the 89, combine that, and that would be my new snowball amount that would go towards the next debt. So that's what you do. Your snowball gets a little bit bigger with each debt you pay off, and the amount you pay towards the next debt is higher, so you pay off a little bit faster. So that's why if you're like me and you need to see that progress faster, that's definitely the method I would go with. But this is it for the video. Hopefully this helped you in some way, and I will be making my next debt payment off in 2 weeks, because like I said, with the car repair loan I was paying it bi-weekly, so I'm making these payments according to that schedule as if I still had it. So in 2 weeks from essentially the 16th, I will make a payment of $77 extra after making the required minimum payments of whatever installment payments I have due. And so hopefully this video helped you in some way, encouraged you to do your own, debt payments to get your life maybe back on track, or just get your financial life better under control like me. And if you have any questions, put it down in the in the comments below. I'll try to answer them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.